Yeah, good day. Welcome to multi-net design in the continuation of our 4-bedroom bungalow we are working on. In this tutorial, we are going to concentrate our effort on roof construction. So if you have not seen the way we've constructed before, this is an opportunity for you to see it through. So now we're going to focus and we do this style of roof in a particular way. So let's start organically. Now this is what we do at this level. Now what we do is that we go to the floor plan, so that's where you want to see it, but never roof is going to be at level 2 for the instance. So when you look at it from the elevation, this is where you get your roof from. Roof is going to stay here, but you get the references of the level 1 to perform that. So if you can go to level 1, level 2, that would be a fantastic thing to do too. So all you just need to do is to draw it that way, but I would like to do it from level 1 so that I will teach you something different a little bit. So take your time to watch it. So we say roof, I'll go to roof by footprint is what we are going to use when you are designing this type of roof. So you just click on roof by footprint. So it takes you to the sketch mode. So when you are creating these roof footprints, what you just need to do is to look at the overhang. First you need to select the line. So the offset is what you need when you pick up the line like this. So instead of you drawing one after the other, so you just like selecting, then you seek offset and you take the eve like 2 feet will be okay. So 2 feet, or you take the 2 feet, then you start doing this in a simple way. So by the time you are drawing it this way, you get it done like this. So you draw everything alright. So by the time you finish it from this up, then you connect everything together. You connect all together. So the slope arrow will define the part at which all these roofs are falling to. So after you have done all this one, you can just like this one having 2 slope arrow, which is not ideal. So you just like delete that one and then you do it to this. So what you do now is to just click finish. Then it asks you a question you want to attach to. Say no, you don't attach your roof because there's still something you need to do. Now this is where I want to show you. So when you get it like this, you see that the roof is cutting within the body. What do you do if you have a mistake like this to do? So that's why I just need to do or click here and see level 2 to jump up. See. So that's this one. If you start this way, it's more better than you know all about this one before you start working on that. So that will be the point for this one. So let me quickly open up this the crop region so that we'll expand this for you to see. Then before I proceed to the next thing that I want to do with the roof. So I have done with this one. Now what did I need to do? When you look at the site plan, you can use site plan as your reference to this. So this is it, but I still need one thing to appear at the front here. So how will I do that? That will be making it to. So when that's what I'm saying, that you have a step up roof that's supposed to be at this level. So how do you create that? So before you move, I'm seeing the line falling this way. So if you have your own that way, this is what you do. Now some of you will ask a question that when you are doing your roof, because of Revit predefined, you know, I've told you that I've already set my template. That is why all this one. So you have a thickness that is more higher than this, that look like you have already gotten fascia. So you don't bother yourself. What you just need to do is to come to edit type. So from the edit type, now you change this from the thickness. Now if I increase it to 400, now you are going to see how big it's going to look like. So it looks like the thing has already gotten fascia board, which is very wrong. So you don't do that. So you just look at, you return it back to the way it's supposed to be. So what you do next is to edit this. So I want to correct that falling lines, those lines. Let me go there so that you'll be able to understand what I'm trying to do. So go to sites. All this line is slope falling, that's this line that are falling in the pattern, it's not falling according to the slope pattern. So let me quickly correct that. So you say structure, edit, then you come to roof style material. That's where you go to get that. So from the roof style material, it will jump up for you. So it doesn't matter if you have already selected material, because I'm using this one as my common roof. Set I'm doing special design, I change this roof for people. So I go to graphics appearance to let me do that. So now you come to surface pattern. This is where you correct it. Now you choose some model instead of using, because it's using graphics. Now choose model, and when you choose model, you can now create or do whatsoever you want to do. So you click on create pattern. At the create pattern, now you make it smaller. So I'm going to select, like, let's say 75, let it be smaller. Then I'm going to use 90 to be a vertical for me. So this 75 is too small. I'm going to reduce it again, like 50. So I think with the 50 I can proceed with what I have done. So here you just click on OK, and you say OK. You see the whole thing. Now let me say OK again for the last. Now from here you can click on apply, but since I'm going final, just click OK. So what did you see? You see the pattern, everything falling according to what when you zoom in. So if it's too small for you, you can just like click again and edit it, increase this to 75 that we had before. So let me quickly get there and do that for you. So 75, come here, and the board is already selecting that as per se new pattern, that is the name. So you click on edit to edit that. So here I will click back and say, let me say 80 this time around, let it be more bigger. So I will say 80, I will select, I will say OK, and OK, then OK. So you see, it's now giving that expression. That is the fact. So now what I need to do here is that I need to create another roof. So what I do is that when I go to elevation, if this roof is not satisfying me with the height, I can decide to increase it to more height by increasing the slope. So how do you do? Just the slope arrow, just click on this one and increase it to 35, and you see the slope jump. You see the height of the roof more increase. So it depends on you. You can reduce it or reduce it as well. So I'm going to put it to 30 degree. So let it be that. So now what I do is that I will go back to my elevation, floor plan or roof plan, or whichever the case may be. So at this level now, what I want to do is to draw that part to which this roof is going to stay down. So I'm going to do, I say create similar to what I do here. So we create similar now. I've just need to draw a box. So what I want to draw is just a little bit a step up at that front to give it a new leaf. So I will just do that by clicking here. So it depends on what the dimension that you have systematically stipulated for yourself. So if that should be okay for you, that's fine. So here, this is going to be like this. Only part that's going to go is only this side. But for let me click finish so that you can see what I'm trying to create here. So I will click this one and say level 2. At the level 2 is jump up. So go to start elevation, north elevation. From the north elevation now, you need to drag this up. Let it go up a bit. It's your choice as much as you want the height. Let me quickly open the crop up for this. I'll be able to expand so that focus more on what I'm doing. Now you see the way the roof looks like, which is not ideal. Go to and see from the, you can imagine. So what I need now is to click on this one and say edit. Edit now. I'm going to do what toggle of this defines to for this only this line alone. So I will say finish. So now I come to the default pattern. So now my problem now is that, let me get this from 3D, that this roof is not entering to into another body of the roof. So what I do is I edit. So from 3D now you drag it and drag it a little bit inward, and you say finish. So conclude, this thing is done. So it's already being formed together. You can later do that by cutting it off. So we're going to do that later, but not now. So we've gotten this one in place. So what I need to do now is that if you are never gotten how to do ridge cap, please let us do that. So select this or these two roofs, go to elevation. Then what you do is that you copy from here, paste it on another one. So that is done, which means that you have roof layers for another one. So what this now is that you go to start elevation. So you want to create what the ridge cap for this. So you want to go, just click on vertical opening, select the one that you want to, because you are doing one at a time. We have two surfaces here, so you want to do that at one at a time. So you select this one and you edit it first. So you go and use the line that you have been using, then you go on to offset and say 80. You can use anything more than that, depends on how you want your ridge cap to be, to the length or the breadth of your ridge cap to be. So you do that, and you select this one, select this. So you do it by selecting this one as well. Then you do the same thing by doing this into a position, and you do the same thing here as well. So you focus more attention than you do all the place that you have the ridge cap. You have to do double line. So you don't draw the middle line, you just like getting the offset so that you focus on. Now after that one, you now do the external line, external reference. You make sure that it's only the outside you work on. Good. So after you have done this one, what you need to do is now to fillet so that all the lines are not going to have any loop, any intersection. So you focus on that. So what does mean is that the place that we want to cut off, you make it enclosed. So that's what we do here now. The place that you don't need it now is where the way you want to see is where you expose. That place you don't want to see, you cut them off by closing them all through. So that's what we do here. So I think with this now we're done. So you can click finish. If any issue, it will tell you. So which means that there is something issue here. So you go say continue. So you focus on that. So this is it. So you complete it like that and say finish again. It's still telling you there's something that is missing. Then okay, this part. So you check another one. Then you click finish. So now ridge cap is formed. Go see it from 3D. See the ridge cap. So let us do for this one too before we call it a day. So you now go to site again. So you go back to the vertical cut. Then you select this, only this one. So what do? You just like the way we did it there, pick up the line and then you come to it and say 80. So 80 you select. Remember you are doing millimeter here. So if you are working with inches and something, that one is your own pattern. So you want to derive the total inches that will cover for you. So you click on this and you click on this, you do this. So as you have that one now, what you do is that you can come up here. Okay, I think we're done with this. So what you need now is to trim up like the way you have done with that one. Trim everything, trim it, trim up. So there's no intersection, the line must be closely perfectly cut off. So click finish whether it will goes yes. So now this is the roof that you have done. So now why is this line not showing? All what you need to do is to select the modify, then you say join. You click on this join together. You click this one and you click this one. Can you see? So it joins together. So until you are able to select this one, before you do that, you can join this one together with this two. It doesn't matter, it will give you, but now you need to adjust so that this place will be completely cut off. So that is what we have. So when you look at it from 3D, you get the whole idea of what we have created. So you see, so this is the way the roof looks like. So in the next tutorial we are now going to adjust the whole details, so and you will bring the whole design towards to beauty. So the aesthetic value, we focus on that one and we proceed one after the other. So this is how this one looks like from the ground floor plan, the pattern you are seeing. So we got the elevation interestingly one after the other, is the knot. So this is the west one part of it. So before we focus on the another one, so you can crop the region and let's say the region is expanded. So you see the way the roof looks like here. So that's what we are saying. Okay, so that's the roof for you. You see this back and this one. So this one is what is a little bit going up. So we adjust that whenever we want to do and finish all the full project. So time for watching. See you in the next tutorial when we are going to work on more of our design. So I will focus on that. So we'll see you there. God bless you.